What's up?
Oh shit, we're live. What it do?
We are back. This is our next to the last episode. It's kind of bittersweet, the fact that we're so close. So I'm excited, but the weekly updates slowly coming to an end, I think.
Yes. Yeah, one more, and that is it. But I'm sure there'll be some recaps. Like it seems like you've been having some fun with this, so I'm sure we'll keep it going somehow in some way. And coming up after the float too, man. So everything is uploading to HMR TV on YouTube. So it's HMR TV for all, I think. But you can like read, old episodes and stuff there. Everything's uploading there nightly now. And we will start streaming live there after the float. We'll start streaming live on there when we can.
Oh, that sounds awesome, dude. So HMR TV for all is the new platform.
Yep.
And that's great. So yeah, what other kind of programming do you guys have planned for this new channel?
I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see, man. I mean, obviously a lot of Hatchet Mountain stuff, the boys and everything, and probably a lot of float stuff. Honestly, a lot of it's going to be float related. Like we're just kind of dumping all the episodes of this onto there too, just so it's there, in perpetuity, because like after so long, Facebook will actually delete these videos if we don't save them. So
Right. No, that
they
makes
only
sense.
last so long. So we're gonna archive them over there, and most of them release on a live too. So there's like party chats and stuff going on with it.
Cool. No, that sounds awesome.
Oh, there's actually one live on there right now, but hey,
I-
that's what Drew says. So
We'll take his word for it. But well,
yeah.
all the best of luck to HMR and the new channel. I think you guys are going to kill it there. And
Oh man.
I know that there's some big stuff that you guys have been working on. In fact, there's some videos that I not only do I know about it, that I'm actually partially in it.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
may or may not be debuting tonight. So that'll be a lot of fun when that finally
It, it
drops.
definitely is debuting tonight on Risk Prom Titans YouTube. So if anybody hasn't like liked and subscribed and all that shit, make sure you hit subscribe on Risk Prom Titan
Yeah.
on YouTube there. Help us run these numbers up. Oh, cool.
Oh, we got a little preview of that. Yeah. So yeah, Roger Risk get a chance to see the
Oh,
debut of his new video. That I was there when it was filmed, and I'm sure I got caught in at least a few frames. So making
yeah,
it as
oh, definitely did. And there's actually some merch coming up with that too. So if anybody wants to grab some Risto merch there, shit.
very,
Yeah, hatchetmountain.com. Hatchetmountain.com. You can find all that funky flavor.
very cool. Well, I'm excited about tonight just because I've got an old friend, and multi-talented performer, actor, Tierre Diaz, who's he's been on some very popular horror movies. I know he was on the last season of Dexter is one of the students that was on that show, and he's just like the most down to earth, coolest kid.
I'm pretty sure there's been Law and Order. There's been a bunch of other things he was in. He's been in movies, man. I know I was just watching an interview he was doing from being on the Purge, one of the purges. Man. Yeah.
Damn, kids everywhere.
So
And I see him at the gatherings, and he was at the float last year. Last year he put on the best show. I mean, he came to the float, and of course we've always done this. We always had the saying,
there's his Purge outfit.
yeah, you always or we all float down here, which we ripped off of the It because everybody loves those movies. And then Tierre put this whole thing together, put the set together, had the yellow raincoat going on and the hoodie and the red balloon out there to put on his performance, and just killed it. And what a hell of a show. And
Oh yeah, yeah, and dude, he fucking power bombed my DJ. I think Drew's got that pulled up actually. He fucking just ran up and power bombed. Oh
I wish a motherfucker would. What? I wish. What? I wish. What? I wish. Hell yeah.
yeah. Oh man. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Just
oh
fucking
my god,
wrecking my DJ, dude. Like what the fuck,
John was
man?
blown about this bitch.
Like what did DJ Cryptic do to
I
anybody,
don't know.
man?
I'm sure it was,
Like
but the
shit.
technique. I mean, oh my god, yeah, he pulled off that technique perfectly. It was textbook. So, like I said, and I've seen him when I seen him at when was it? It was J Day. He was there. He was wrestling down with the JCW wrestlers. Kid does it all. So, but I keep calling him a kid. I'm not even sure how old he is. He's a grown man, but they're all kids to me. So,
Shoot.
anyway, but he's going to be on later tonight. So I'm excited about that. But we've
Yeah,
got
not much later. Here in just a few minutes, I do believe he might already be in the waiting room here.
let's
Oh,
is
yeah,
he?
yeah, he's quick. He's quick. But yeah, before we do that, man, I heard you've been working on a cool little project for the water there, man.
Well, I sort of put it out there a few weeks ago, and I showed everybody the new design because I needed to, like, spice up my whip a little bit. I've been doing the float for years, and I always take a canoe, and it's like everybody's canoe. And one of the things that the guys like to do, especially like fucking Scottie and a few of the others, they like to hide my canoe, and and Cody is one of them for sure, and they'll like hide it so I can't find it and jump out in the lead. But this year, that's not going to happen. I designed a cool wrap for the canoe and showed it to everybody. But this week, actually a few days ago, I finished wrapping it, and I think Drew's got some footage of the finished product. That's what I showed everybody a few weeks ago. Now I give everybody a preview of this the other night, but now this is the finished vessel. Look at this beast.
The Bouge Mobile.
Yes.
Man.
Yes. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. I mean, I wasn't sure how it was going to apply to that fiberglass canoe or the plastic canoe, but it did great, and it went on great. So yeah, I'm all excited about it. Can't wait for everybody to see.
Dude, it is going to. You were talking about how you're going to do that so it's easily identifiable because people keep trying to steal your canoe. Now everyone's going to try to steal that thing, man. It's the coolest thing on the water, dude.
Yeah, they might. But they better be pretty fast because if I have to get in another canoe and chase your ass down, it's not going to be good. So.
Oh, shoot, man.
Anyway, I think that's
Cody Lee says you're going to get so many buttholes in that thing.
That's where they belong, I guess. Yep. But yeah, I don't care to give everybody a little, ride around. In fact, I remember the first time that Scottie and those guys chased me down and dumped me in the river. Brittany had gotten on the front of it because I hadn't seen her since the gathering. So we were just chatting for a second. And then they used that opportunity of me being weighted down just a little bit. They was able to finally hem me in and dump me, which was pretty fun. Other than that, it's been sneak attacks every year, which is just cowardly. And, there's no victory in those. Don't need to do that. But if you can chase me down and flip my canoe, bravo. So anyway, that's what we're looking forward to.
Jess Fowler says the slowpoke who lost his canoe. Sounds like he might be a little guilty of something there. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Maybe
Jess Fowler.
But we'll see who's slow. Let's get to the canoe and raft races this year, and we'll put it to the test and see if two of you motherfuckers can be faster than just me. And we'll say I can get blown away. I really have no idea how that's going to turn out. I could be completely embarrassed, but I mean, here's the thing: if you beat me, you beat an old guy. But if you lose to there's no really winning for them. If you beat me,
right? You just kind of like shit on the whole thing right there, man. Like.
No, there's got to be a little bit of, I'm pretty fast in a canoe. I think anybody that's been to the float can attest to that. So if you beat me, then, kudos. But in my own mind, I got to have like a fail safe to where I'm not like just going to go crawl into a fetal position in my cabin and cry for the rest of the weekend because I got beat. Because, two guys against one guy that's twice your age, it's hard, We'll
oh no, Jess Fowler says he's been asking for one-man races.
Oh, I mean a one-man race?
Yeah, that's what he's saying. One-man races.
None of you guys have even a remote chance at a one-man race.
Oh, he's directly challenging you. 1v1 versus Tom.
All right,
he's calling you out, man.
Well, if we've got time, honestly. I would love to do that. And maybe if we get the time, let's do it. But we're so packed on Sunday. I mean, it is, I thought it's been busy before, but we are like balls to the wall on Sunday, packed with events between Echo Side, the canoe raft races. We've got Replicon Dodge kickball and field games. And then we've got the potluck. And then we've got a whole night of activities after that. And it's just
and wrestling. So there's something
Yeah.
for the schedule. We got wrestling on Sunday too.
Yeah.
So so everybody, how? Oh yeah, hey, there's the wrestling flyer. Them natural state wrestling boys, the wrestlers.
Yes. Yeah. That's a good group.
Mhm.
Is all these guys going to be there? I mean, how many
Yeah,
wrestlers are going
all
to be attending?
well, how many pictures are on there, man? I don't feel like counting right now, but there's a handful, man. There's a handful. Yeah, and then so brings us to the schedule too. Everybody's been hounding us about the schedule. Hell, everybody is hounding Jump Steady about the schedule for the gathering. That ain't even for like 2 months. So
Yeah.
everybody, slow the fuck down. Hold your fucking horses. I don't know. We did have a last minute change up. Some things did switch up on us every year. Something always happens last minute, and we got to rearrange some things and stuff. So we got a little bit of a bone card that I don't know. We might as well address it now, I guess.
Let's do it.
Instead of holding them in suspense. So we did get a bone card, fucking, which we kind of expected it, man. So Clay's on the road with ICP, and do it. We tried to pull ICP, the actual tour through the float. We were too late on booking that, so we couldn't pull that. So we got Clay, but now Clay's on tour with ICP, so he's not going to be able to swing the float this year. So we got a last minute little switch up on the old lineup there. A lot of motherfuckers been telling me to go ahead and bring Kung Fu back, but we're broke. We're fucking broke, so we can't really afford to fly his ass all the way out here right now, last minute. But
Yes. And that does suck because he felt so bad. I talked to him yesterday, and he kind of explained to me the situation, and I can't blame the kid. I mean, well, I don't know the last time ICP's been on tour, and the fact that they're touring this spring is a big opportunity for him, and he's definitely.
I mean, they totally. I think they totally were on tour like last year. Maybe I'm wrong. They totally were on tour last year. They tour like all the time.
Well, I mean, maybe yeah, the three-headed monster was definitely touring, but I don't know if Shaggy too.
Remember the big traveling Train of Terror tour they just did, man?
But
Like everybody.
that was after the
That was,
gathering. They started the Terror tour, and that led up
yeah,
right
that was like 6 months ago, man. Like if that, it was like 6-7 months ago.
Anyway, he's gonna be there.
Shoot.
If you want to get a glimpse of the guys, I know that tour is going to be rolling through Little Rock on the 14th. I plan on going down there and supporting ICP and all the guys. It'd be good to see them. So yeah, look for me in Little Rock on the 14th, and I'm gonna enjoy the show with those guys, and then wish them luck on the rest of their tour. And
Tyler Moore, who the fuck is DJ Highlight? I mean, maybe I'm a retard and I should know that, but who the fuck is DJ Highlight, dog? I don't know. He better do it for free because I ain't paying for nobody I don't know. Shit. But nah, man, we're just kind of rearranging the schedule a little bit. I don't think we're there will be a couple acts that we didn't announce, and we probably ain't going to announce them until you just see them there and like, oh shit, okay, But yeah, other than that, it's not really going to mess up the timeline too bad. We just got to shift a couple people around on a couple days. So schedule's coming real fucking fast, people. As soon as Tom's waiting on me to confirm where everyone is. So don't yell at him, yell at me, and I'm going to ignore you. Yeah, that's how that'll work.
That worked for years. I mean, that's the perfect chemistry that we got there. So, and nobody's going to yell at Ogre too much. I mean, Look at him; he's giant. So
Oh, I mean, I fully ignore it, man. I've become really proficient at it, dude. Like, it's hard to hear everything up here, man. My head's in the clouds, bro.
well, very cool.
Tyler Moore says the DJ guy is Doobie's DJ. Who the fuck is Doobie, dude? I don't know I don't know this hippity hop, bro. I'm not proficient. I don't know. I'm a bad promoter, dog.
Yeah, Jelly Bean says she'll yell at you. She's not scared.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Shit. Well, so let's go ahead and bring on the guest of honor, I
Oh,
suppose,
yeah.
man.
Let's do it.
Yeah, dude, we've got fucking Tierre Diaz in the house tonight with us.
Hey, yeah. Brother.
What up, y'all? Yeah. We're floating tonight, baby. What up?
Oh shit, that's dope. Hell yeah.
Yeah. What's going on, guys? Happy to be here.
Much. Hey, I appreciate you. You're wearing last year's shirt.
You already, man. Everything
Oh,
I
shit.
do is calculating and with meaning, fellas. Everything I do has a meaning, even to what I drink out of, to what I'm wearing. Good. Everything's good, man.
Hey, let me be the first to say congratulations on the huge success of Manifest. You know, you've been telling me about that album. I know you've been working on it for, a minute. And
Yeah,
the fact that it's come out so great and it's been received so well is just, I'm so proud for you.
thank you, man. Yeah, it's been ever since we known each other. The word Maniflex has been around for years. The word Maniflex is just the aura, the rumor about it. People have been waiting for this for so long. All I was doing was waiting for the right time to pull the trigger because I knew what it was capable of. You know what I mean? I knew that, if I didn't drop the ball on it, it could really do something special. And I think, 2025, with everything lined up, this was the year. And I'm very happy with how it, is received so far. But I still think we're in the infant stages of everything. There's still a lot more to come from it. And we're just getting started, man, for real.
Well, you certainly didn't drop the ball on it. It sounds amazing. And I know you've got so many collabs that you worked. I mean, building the relationships that you've done because you went over and above at the gathering and building those relationships with Psychopathic and other people and to make those collabs to help build this album into what you dreamed it would be is a huge success. So, well done.
It's proof. So, what I want to do was show people that what I'm saying is actually works. You know what I'm saying? So the album's all about manifestation and keeping positive vibes and positive energy and positive frequencies, and to write down your goals and dreams and to visualize them and to believe that they can happen. So a lot of the lyrics represent that, right? And there's one thing to say it and to rap about it, and there's another thing to show you about it. You know what I mean? Like the people who I have on the album are literal manifestations of my goals. You know what I mean? From Insane Clown Posse to Royce to DMX to DJ Clay, even down to the singers on there. I'm deeply big fans of those singers on there. We're all manifestations. So if you catch yourself singing the lyrics to songs off Maniflex, you're actually singing affirmations. Essentially, you're singing high frequency raising lyrics that will change your mood, that'll make you happy, that'll raise your aura a little bit. And right. There's one thing to me rapping about it and always like, oh yeah, look who he has on the album. I guess it fucking works. Let me try it. You know what I mean? And so that's essentially it, man. That's what this album's theme is. You know what I mean? Every album is kind of like has its own theme, has its own message and story. This one is about Maniflex, and the Maniflex era has been around for a couple years, but I still think we have just scratched the surface with it, man.
That's great. Well, other than Maniflex, which like that, again, congratulations on that. What else you got going on? I was telling some of the viewers earlier that you're not just, an amazing rapper, but you're an accomplished wrestler. You're an accomplished actor. I mean, how do you find time for all this stuff?
Yo, I've never been called an accomplished wrestler before, so that's pretty cool to hear. That's definitely gonna be. I definitely wrestling is part of my love. You know what I mean? It's something I'm always gonna
Dude,
incorporate in. What's up?
so my DJ still ain't walking right from last year, man. You got
He
that
got
little
too
kid all
close.
twisted up, dude.
He got too close. I had to hit him with the stunt. Yo, he was all in my face with the camera. I was like, no, hey, hit him with the stunner, man. You don't invade a guy's personal space like that. You know what I mean?
No, you folded him, man.
You know what I mean? I've been doing this for years, so they're getting better and better. The Stone Cold Stunners are just getting better and better and more pristine. But yeah, wrestling is always going to be something I incorporate. I do like wrestling theme music. I've signed multiple, wrestling contracts in my life, and almost every interview at this point, especially in the juggler world, is like when you stepping in the ring, when are you going to be in JC Dub? And I respect the craft so much that I want to incorporate it as much as I can, but I won't, step in the ring until I'm properly trained, till I respect it. It's a craft, it's an art form that I'm not just gonna, step in the ring when I'm not ready, or I just, whenever it happens, it's gonna happen the right way. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, hopefully I'm around to see that when it happens, because I'll be rooting for you. I'll be in your corner.
And I'm excited that wrestling's at the float this year. That's very refreshing, very cool. It looks like some hardcore shit, which is gonna be bloody and fucking chaotic.
These
I'm
guys are
excited for that.
literally insane. The stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually how they won me over, is the blood. It was like, yeah, all right. They sent me some of their shit, and it was like, oh, that's awesome. Yeah, dude. Like,
You're gonna be, I don't know what time it's gonna be on, but like there's gonna be people sleeping. All you're gonna hear is like there's gonna be blood, glass, screwdrivers. I'm gonna be front and center for that bitch for sure.
Well,
No doubt.
yeah.
I was mentioning earlier, the schedule is so packed. I mean, we've not only is wrestling going down, it's going on in the same. I think we've got kickball that overlaps, and we've got some other stuff that's going on. Can't remember.
Wrestling overlaps with kickball.
Oh, and there's some kickball that's going on, but I mean, they barely overlap. But
Okay, because that's one of the things I'm keeping my eye on. I want to play some damn kickball. I haven't played since fucking middle school, so I want to play some damn kick. That's one of the events I was excited for.
I'm playing some kickball too, but there's
other you know what I mean.
Going on. I think there's volleyball and some drinking games that's going on. That if you drink, I don't, but if you did, then there's some of those activities for you as well. So
yeah, anyway. The Pictionary, I got my eye on that. The wrestling, I got my eye on that. And the kickball, I got my eye on that. And of course, the float, I got my eye on that. As far as events, and I want to throw my hat in the ring. I just, anything, like I heard you speak about it, Wicked Wood. You can call and reach for anybody to help you out with events. Sign me up for anything you need, any host, any judges. I'm throwing my hat for it in every and anything, brother. I'm right there. Anything
Dude,
you need.
That's awesome. Yes, that we definitely may take you up on that offer, because we've got so many events that's going on between the float queen pageant hosted by Heather Mars and the Pictionary tournament, which actually, I was thinking about putting together like my own team, because once you get in there, it's like a 3-man team. So there's like one person drawing and 2 people guessing. So if having a team, I've not put my team together, but if you wanted to play, I'd be definitely down to have you on the squad.
I definitely do want to play. And it's, the thing about Pictionary, you don't got to be like the greatest artist. You just have to articulate. You know what I mean? You have to know what you're doing and articulate, and you have to know the person and be in cahoots with them. That's because I can draw a stick figure, because I played it. I love game. I love game night. I do game night with my family as much as possible. So with Pictionary, if I'm on the team with my niece, we're like this. You know what I mean? We're like, so I can draw a stick figure with a little arrow pointing to somewhere, and she'll know what I'm talking about. So Pictionary is something I'm definitely interested, definitely wanting. And if I'm on a team with Tom Wood, sign me up right now, man. I'm in there.
Well, I think what Replicon had planned was they're kind of dangling me at the finals. So if you get
I see that. I could
if you
see
get
that. That's
there,
what I
then you
thought.
get to compete against me. So you may not get to play multiple games, but not your schedule's pretty packed. So I'm, you can just
I could see that. Yeah, I could. I
hang with
saw
me.
that about them. And I heard maybe it's Juggalo related too. Like
Yes,
the
yeah, you
theme.
gotta have.
That's pretty cool.
It's all Juggalo related trivia that are not trivia, but subjects.
Yeah, questions and prompts.
So, but you're right. It's not about drawing masterpieces. It's about getting the message across as quickly as possible. And I think it's going to be just a lot of fun. I told Replicon I wanted them to develop this 3 years ago, and then they kind of at the float.
That could be a whole thing. That could be like a little side project.
I
Real
think
talk, like.
And
just change the word, the spelling a little bit, and boom.
And they're
I think it has potential.
The fact that it's art related, and that's kind of how the only reason I'm even in this community is because my artwork, sort of soaked in, and then I got to meet all you guys, and that's the only reason I'm here. So having an art related,
that made so much sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I could see you being the boss, like the final boss of it. That makes a lot of sense too. So I'm not mad at that. I could see that making a lot of sense too.
Well, another thing, I've never lost a game of Pictionary, and that I played quite a few games. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, see, it's always the best. That I mean. So it's all about the cahoots, the energy, for sure.
There you go. So what else we got going? Are you working on any TV shows these days? What's up in the future for Tierre, Diaz, and Hollywood? Which I was just in Hollywood probably 2 months ago.
A recurring role. Yeah, I just booked a recurring role on a Hulu show about the Diddy trial, and I'll be on that I'll be on that as long as my character's around and stuff like that. That just debuted this Sunday.
Oh shit, dude! Definitely tag me in that shit. I want to see that, bro.
You want to see that? Yeah. Yeah, I got stills. I sent the screenshots on my Instagram right now. That's out. And I got some behind the scene footage. But it's right now on Hulu. You can go out and just type in Diddy Trial. It's the Hulu docu-series about it. And it's basically, they do reenactments of what's going on in the court in real time, which is fucking nuts. But I'm happy because.
Are you one of Diddy's friends, or are you one of the victims?
I'm a stylist who knew both. There you go. Who knew both? Who knew both Cassie and Puff Daddy. So I just spoke my truth, man. I was, I think his name's Deontay Nash, and I had one of the more fiery, meaningful. What do you call them? I guess, I spoke my truth on the stand, right? Whatever you call that, at one of the most meaningful ones, more impactful. And they hired me to play him, and they gave me a hairline to boot. So it was all good.
That is a hell of a hairline on there, man.
They hairlined my shit up. It was good though, because that's his hairline. Like he has one shit that's like, far back, but fresh. My shit goes far back, but recedes a little bit. But no,
it almost looks like you're like cosplaying Eminem there, man.
Yes,
yeah. Cut, bro.
They were like, hey, that's what he looks like. I'm like, all right, cool, let's do it. And it was a very wild turnaround. I had to audition and then book like the same day. Like it was a really wild turnaround, especially with what they're doing and how they're doing it, like in real time. Like if somebody takes the stand and it's impactful, they need to hire an actor on the spot. So I made my Hulu. It's not my Hulu debut, but my Hulu TV debut, I guess you could say.
Wow. Well, I mean, hell, I gotta watch that shit. That looks really good. Did you learn something about the case? Because I've heard that it's going on. I really haven't had the time to really dive in and hear all the accusations or
right.
Or the
it wasn't something I was like tuned into at all. I'm more tuned into my email and casting calls. So once that casting call came across and I semi-looked like him, I woke up. Once I had the audition lined up, I woke up. That's the first thing I did today. Once I found out the audition was a thing, I woke up my partner. I was like, let's get out of bed. Fucking got put on clothes and auditioned and sent it through ASAP. But yeah, I wasn't really following the trial too much, and I learned a lot from the trial. Being this guy's a stylist, and he don't really have any hate for Diddy, but he spoke the truth on behalf of Cassie because he was like, hey, this is what happened. I don't got no problem with the dude, but this is actual facts. So tune in to see what he said, I guess.
Wow. Well, that's exciting and informative. So sounds like it's going pretty bad for Diddy right now, but who knows? Anyway.
And then I think I got commercials going on, like Liberty Mutual commercials and like Geico commercials, shit like that. I'm always getting like I was on a couple episodes of Walking Dead, Dead City as well. I was on the first 2 episodes of the new season.
That's great.
Thank you. Thank you.
That was actually the first time that I because like I've seen you, talking about the different roles that you've done and stuff, but that was actually the first time that I was just randomly watching something. Was like, that motherfucker looks familiar. Like, wait a minute.
That's the best. That's the best. When I get like 3 a.m. texts with screenshots of their TV of me, that's the best. Yeah, that was a pretty good role, man. The Dead City role, Walking Dead. I was on there for a long time. But I only got, a little. I had a pretty solid scene in the first episode, and then I was just like reoccurring around in the second episode. But really fun time, man. It was a blast.
You didn't get.
I love getting those texts and shit.
Did you not get a cool death where you got ripped to pieces and shit?
Honestly, I was a survivor. A lot of my dudes got blown up in a ship. Spoiler alert. If you haven't watched it. So a lot of my, because I was a soldier essentially, so a lot of my team was blown up, but I think I survived and kind of just went about my life, I guess. But there was a lot of my
friends that shit off and
I was in that alley. There's a scene where it's like raining in the alley, and I'm like, we have to look all pathetic and blown up. So that's kind of what we did. And then you won't see me again after episode 2, so I kind of just like fucked off that way.
Maybe they'll bring you back. You never know. They may
right. Yeah, I seen a couple of my friends who are also actors. One of my friends, she got straight up eaten by a zombie, and I was like, I wonder if I would have rather getting eaten by a zombie. But nah, they'll bring me back.
Well, I'm excited that you said that one of the events that you're looking forward to is coming on the float, because I love it when my artist buddies or the performers come float with us. I know like Scum and Smalls has floated with me. Little White floated with us last year, and he just had a blast. So having you on the float with us and seeing that whole scene go down is going to be awesome.
That was definitely what I wanted to do last year. I think I overslept. And then I think I just, it's something I want to do, but it's a little intimidating. Just for I'll explain. I guess the length of it, ain't it like 8-10 hours or something like that? Like something crazy?
No, it's not 10 hours. I mean, we hit the water probably 11, and we get off the water around 5:30 maybe. Depending. I mean, you could literally power, float it in 2.5 hours if you wanted to. But we stopped. Really? Oh yeah, we got. I mean, if you're in a canoe or something like that or kayak, you can blast down it. But if you're you're escorting rafts like I am, it's a little slower, and we stop literally 6 or 7 times along the way to swim and drink and smoke and
Okay, I see what you're saying. So that's what kind of takes up the time. Like if you wanted, you can just keep floating through. Okay, I see. Yeah, that was the only thing I was like when I inquired about it, especially with I just did the Replicon thing. They were like, it's like 8 hours. I'm like, holy shit. So that was the only thing. But no, what I'm really looking forward to is your parents' diner. Like
really coming to my parents' restaurant.
Yes,
that is a fan favorite. I know that Scottie, who's talking tons of shit over here that I'm watching, and not only him but Sam are really pissing me off with their commentary.
What did they say?
Cody, not so much, but yeah, I mean, Scottie's saying I've definitely been to a Diddy party, and and also something about using lots of oil in my hair, which I just got out of the shower, motherfucker. So yeah, it's a little wet right now. And then, yeah, Sam, Tom does art for Diddy Park. See, that's uncalled for. It's so uncalled for. But anyway, yeah, having
But
you
nah,
to flow with this is
the
going to be
pancakes, so the main event is gonna be amazing. Like after the float, when everybody gets together, goes to the restaurant, that's always amazing. Like the vibes is just great. Like you just had this incredible weekend and just chill and have some good fucking food. That's amazing. I'm gonna go there every day. Like I know that. Like I'm gonna try something different every day, and then save the pancakes for the last day. That's what I'm doing.
But if you're coming
Yes.
every morning, well, for one thing, if you're going to flow with me, you got to be ready by 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, we load onto the bus. And we'll be
I have to
in
have
the
a good
water.
night's sleep, man. I just
No,
gotta
and
get a
that's
good
so hard
night's
to
sleep.
do. Like
Yeah,
after
yeah, it is.
the Guts party, like last year, I was up till probably 4 or 5
Right.
o'clock, and then they had to like bang on the door to get me into the bus. And I was literally the last person on. Which I sat right next to Little White, and he was just shaking his head at me. Little White's the biggest partier ever. The fact that he's shaking his head at me was pretty impressive. But anyway,
But that's the plan,
yeah.
man. I definitely want to go, and I was gonna go with Clay, but hey, I'm gonna have to find some more buddies or something. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to figure it out.
Well, I'm sure that there's going to be, if you want to take a raft, that there will be no shortage of people that would love to have you, in their crew. But if you wanted to like I do, I like take a canoe because I can just jump around and visit here and there because it's so agile and fast. But a kayak is the same way. You could do the same thing in a kayak if you wanted, if you're used to those things. But they're a lot of work. Canoe's a lot easier.
All right. And then when I get there, we got a couple days before that. I'm gonna do like the main one. I'm not gonna do the one before that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just, I'm gonna inquire, get some, I guess, tips and tricks and keys of the trade to make it a successful float for me. And we won't do that here, but I'll do that at the flow. I'll inquire about a bunch of different people, see what they got to say.
Right. Well, let me suggest one thing. If you're going to the river bend to get breakfast, the pancakes are amazing, but the biscuits and gravy, it's I grew up on that stuff. It's my mom's recipe, so you got to sausage, gravy, and biscuits. Fantastic. They got great omelets, and so yeah, there's no shortage of excellent stuff to eat at the river
omelets, sausage, biscuits, and gravy. What else? What else you got?
Pancakes.
Oh, that's Sunday. That's the main event. One more. Give me one more.
I said Western.
Yeah, I'll pick the last one then. I'll pick the last
yeah.
one.
Just you can't go wrong with it. But
I loved it.
There's this huge room. Like there's the restaurant, but then there's this what they call the log cabin room, which is like an addition, which has windows all around it, overlooks the river. It's just gorgeous. And
that's where we were, right? Or no?
Yeah, they set aside that whole room for us, so we can it's just us in there, which is amazing on Monday morning because I've left the gathering and it's always hard to say goodbye to everybody, but when you're doing it and you're like dirty and sweaty and tired and you're just trying to get out of there. But this is so much more of a decent goodbye, to everybody.
Yeah.
When you're having breakfast together and you're getting your cars and go your separate ways after that. So
everybody's content, man. That's the vibe I get. You just had an amazing weekend. Now you're having good food, and it's like not loud. It's the whole room is packed, but it's not loud. And you just got this beautiful scenery. That's gonna be one of my favorite parts of the flow every year. Every year I attend, man. I'm gonna be looking forward to that. Good vibe.
Well, absolutely. We hope you come do the flow with this year after year. So we love having you. Thank you for coming this year. And after last year's amazing performance, I can't wait to see what you do this year. And
I have something very special for this year. Ogre, I sent you the email, the flyer. It's very special. Yep, I emailed the flyer. It's we'll announce it right here. We're gonna announce it right here. Let me know when you got it. But yeah, like you guys said, last year was kind of the Pennywise theme. I came out dressed as Georgie,
yep.
with the yellow raincoat and the balloon, and came out with the intro and kind of had the it theme throughout the set. And when I knew I was gonna return, I was like, hey, I gotta I got to do something special because, this year I'm booked. I'm gratefully booked. I'm very blessed to be booked throughout damn near till fall, and I have a lot of shows coming up. But and I always try to do something special, no matter where I am, you know what I mean? And I always try to give something special for the people that see me before. I want to give them something different. And I want to give the people that haven't seen me before, I want to make them a fan. And I want to give them something memorable and something personable. You know what I'm saying? So this year is something that I'm going to do exclusively for the float. No other show is ever going to get this again. And let me know when you got.
Drew, run it. What do we got?
And it's simply called, while it buffers, the Manaflex Show. Tom Woods Float.
Oh, hell yeah.
First ever. This is the first performance since the album dropped. So I was like,
shit.
what can I do? What can I do something exclusively for the float? Something that I'll never do again. Just like the Pennywise thing. I'm not going to go out in New Jersey with the fucking Georgie gimmick. No, that was a float exclusive show. So this year I'm bringing it back with an all new float exclusive show. The whole set will be based on the Manaflex album, and there will be songs that I perform for the first time ever.
That's awesome
on
man.
This show.
And we're so honored. So after the success of this album that you've done, the huge success of it, the first performance based on this album is going to be at the float. That's amazing.
100%. And it's 100% going to be Manaflex based. So that means there's going to be songs never before heard, never before performed. There's going to be songs that I may never perform again. You know what I mean? Just because they wouldn't fit in a 20, 30-minute set or something like that. So There's going to be once in a lifetimes, man. This is the first ever, probably last ever Manaflex show. And I'm going to be talking with the crowd. I'm going to be talking to the crowd throughout the duration and kind of telling them the story of Manaflex. I'm not just going to go back to back to back. I'm going to, if I have something to say about this next song, I'm going to tell them like, hey, this is the first time I'm doing it. This is why I did it. That's the vibe I got last year, is that they like that it's an intimate setting, but they like, that personable interaction. And that's definitely what I'll give them here. And I wanted to give them something special because I feel like the people that attend the float are very special and unique. So that's what I wanted to give the fans at the float, is the special and unique Manaflex show. The first ever, probably only ever, the Manaflex show.
Wow. That's amazing. I mean, holy shit. You couldn't ask for more than that. Hell, that's worth the price of admission alone. And on top of everything else that Ogre's been able to put together for this, this awesome float. Probably,
Hey, with me, this has been a village effort here. It's all kinds of people pitching in to make this thing dope as fuck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no doubt. So, wow, I can't wait. And it's only at almost 13 days from now, we'll be this 2 weeks from now, we will be in the midst of the Homage to the River Gods party.
Yep, it'll be already running, dude. We'll be spinning tracks, and yeah, it'll be getting live in 2 weeks to the hour here, man. Gate people already set up camping. It'll be going down.
And I'm so the idea, yeah, right. Like the idea came to me when I messaged you, Ogre. So that recently, you know what I mean? It just came to me, just like all the best ideas that I have in my career just come through divine something, just like out of nowhere. I could just be on the couch chilling with my cat, playing video games, the Manaflex show. And that's just how it did. I did a quick run through to see how it would go. And I think that's it. And I'm glad it came with a little bit time to prepare, because I knew I wanted to do something special. And the Pennywise thing came kind of last minute last year too. So I wasn't too worried, but we coming up quick. And I knew I did definitely want to do something special. So I'm glad this idea came to fruition for us.
I think it's the same way with me and Tom. It seems like all our best work is done like real last minute,
Yeah.
Well, the fact that you're just not showing up and performing, songs that you've done a million times. You put the effort to put on a specific show just for the floaty, and
100%.
I know they appreciate it. I certainly do, and Ogre does too. That you take the time and use your creativity to put together something that's just specialized just for us. So thank you for that.
100%. I feel like, because like I said, I got a bunch of shows coming up and I just, I want to tweak something for different. I wanted to tweak it a little bit throughout the year. But this one, I was like, I was just here last year. I did a lot of debuts last year. I wanted something very special and unique because I had that creative freedom with the time duration of the slot and everything. The stage is fucking gorgeous. There's not a lot of gorgeous stages out there. The Tom Woods Float main stage is fucking gorgeous. So I feel
Just so you know, we have axed that main stage this year.
okay. That's fine. That's fine. No matter what, no matter what it is.
But we've really upgraded our tent stage. We've dumped quite a bit into that. Our sound guy sold his soul and went further into debt, getting even more sound and everything in there. So we're
Listen, that 10
really
stage was amazing last year too, man. Lardy B turned it out, LSP turned it out. That 10 stage, Lil White turned it the fuck out. That 10 stage was amazing last year. I'm excited to see the upgrades this year for sure.
No doubt.
Well,
Yeah.
shoot. What do you got going on after the float, man? You said you got a bunch of shows coming up, man. Feel free to let the motherfuckers know what you're up to, man.
Yeah, man. I think I got Lethal Weekend coming up. That's gonna be in New Hampshire. But that's with Shaggy Too Dope, DJ Clay, King Gordy, Bizarre. I think I got Nails Fest. That's also in New Hampshire. I got this hip hop house party in Maine. All coming up, man. All coming up, all in July, damn near. You know what I mean? And then I'm booked, and I got a couple festivals in September, October, stuff like that. But those are the next three: Lethal Weekend, Nails Fest, hip hop house party. I'm excited, man. I'm just happy to tweak it and keep it going, man. Keep this Manaflex ball rolling. Hell yeah.
Oh, and yeah. I don't know who did the artwork for you for the. I seen it was a collaboration shirt. It had you and both the clowns on that shirt. It looked fucking amazing. So I'm sure you're selling the shit out of that. So.
Thank you. That was Shane Murphy. He's from my hometown of Worcester. Yeah, Shane Murphy did that.
Could have recognized the style as soon as
it made so much sense. He's from Worcester. I'm from Worcester. We've been talking about it as long as we've been talking. For the years. Because I knew that song it needed artwork, and every clown show I run into him, he's like, "I'll do it, man. I'll do it. Never did it. You artist, man. I don't know. But no, Shade for sure. He came through, killed it, and the shirt was a limited run, not gonna be sold again. So shout out to everybody who did get an ICP Tierre Diaz trending topic shirt, but it's gone. You missed it.
Hold it out.
I'm very happy for that. I'm very happy for that collab. It was very successful, and oh yeah, look at that, man, fucking beautiful.
Yeah, Shane did a hell of a job on that.
Yes. Absolutely murdered it. And it's just cool that Worcester connection, him being like
chain there makes it look like you got a golden beard, man.
Okay. I'll take that. Yeah, but growing up, buying ICP shit, the Tom Wood merch, and I wore last year. I wore in my float performance last year. I wore a Tom Wood fucking Mason Jekyll Brothers shirt, man. So I was growing up, buying these guys' shirts, wearing these guys' shirts, and to have one of my own, what I'm saying, Clown Posse Tierre Diaz shirt, fucking dream come true, man. And the song's pretty cool too. The song's pretty fucking cool too. So check it out if you haven't. But the shirt, that's like something I didn't really think about, but hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Hey, congratulations on all your success. And it's not been given to you. You busted your ass, and that's what you got to do, in that business or in this business that we're in. So, good job, and just keep grinding. I mean, you're killing it, and everybody loves you. Everybody at the float loves you. Everybody at the gathering. I've never heard anyone say a single ill word about Tierre Diaz. So, you're doing something right, man.
Thank you. Grateful for all the opportunities, and when I have the opportunities, I just want to knock them out the fucking park. That's all I'm here to do, is knock these bitches out the park. So I'm back again. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just grateful for all the people that make these opportunities possible, like you, Ogre, everybody. All the people that show me love, that support me, buying the shirts, buying the CDs, streaming the music. Maniflex got over 100,000, in the first like month or something like that. 100,000 streams, man, independently. So it's just a blessing, man. I couldn't. I'm a one man person. I'm just only one man, but it takes a fucking army of people to open these doors, and it's on me to fucking keep those doors open and to break the hinges off them bitches. You know what I mean?
Well, you've got
I know you got a
corner too.
I know you got a lady behind you too that's always got your back there. It seems like too, man. She's
yeah.
constantly
My life
grinding.
has been I've been on this trajectory since she came into my life, and it's not a mistake. So if you have a good woman on your side, that is the key. I will tell you that. That's the key right now, man. That's the right. If you got to ride or die, yeah, cherish that, because Heather has been in my life, and she's with me every gathering, every flow. She's gonna be with me again, and she makes adventure out of it. She makes these work trips, vacations, and she just takes so much off my plate and does all the dirty work for me. All I have to do is show up and look pretty, and kill the motherfucking stage, man. She does everything else, man. So good point, Olga, for sure.
Oh shit!
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well,
Shit, man. I guess this would be a good point to let you get back to your business here, and thank you for being on here, bro, and coming out and supporting this and being a part of the float again, dude. And fucking, you killed it last year. You almost killed my DJ last year, so.
No, tell him to get it, mind his distance, man.
My name is Tierre, Diaz.
Drive your ass into the ring
Hold on,
this
look at
next
this.
time.
Hold on, let's watch the instant replay.
Yeah,
I'm here minding my business. I'm
What's
here
the technique here?
closing out my show, and your guy gets. Look how close he is. That's my personal space, y'all. I turn around, and he's there. Stone cold.
Honestly, we should have had security up there protecting the air.
Yes,
here
so
before
maybe
that.
this
Before you
year.
ever got that close, so that's on us. So
shout out to the DJ, man. He killed it the
DJ
whole set. Yeah, he killed it the whole set. I'm very nervous when I don't have, control, or it's in somebody's control, but he killed it. I gave him the notes so I can paste and talk to the crowd. Hats off to him, man. He killed it. He absolutely killed it. And he was down to take the stunner. What else can you want? What else can you want from a DJ, man? You know what I mean?
Well, Tierre, hey, thanks for coming on tonight. We love you. We can't wait to see you in just in 2 short weeks. We're all going to be together and just having a blast. So, yeah, thanks for coming on tonight. And good luck with everything that you got going. If there's anything that we can do to help you, we'll be happy to help promote your stuff to come up in the near future. And just can't wait to see you. Please be safe.
Yeah, thanks everybody in the chat. Thank you, Ogre, Tom. I'm gonna announce the Maniflex show tomorrow live on social media. I'm gonna drop the flyer for everybody who missed the stream. You know what I'm saying? So gonna drop that bomb on everybody's heads. The Maniflex show, Tom Woods Float, June 22nd, baby.
Hell yeah.
Thank you guys.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Peace.
Much peace, brother.
Love, bro.
Man, what a great guy.
Yeah, dude. Fucking only, dude. 2 weeks. 2 weeks out, man. We'll be catching that shit.
Yeah, it's coming quick. And I'm already starting. I need to be like banking some sleep right now, but I cannot sleep. I'm so excited.
Yeah, dude, I can't find the time, dude. I've got so much to do already, man. It is nonstop, dude. But so I did line up a surprise guest. They're actually in the studio right now.
I've not been informed about this. I have no idea who's backstage.
It's an ambush, Tom. It's an ambush. Are you ready for this?
Oh shit!
Come on, Drew. Do it.
What up, Tom Wood?
Damn!
How's it going, man? Tell us a bit more about that dating party.
No, I'm yeah. You'll have to like tune into the Hulu thing. I think I'm going to be on the 3rd.
Are you on it? Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
Congratulations.
That's fine. But,
So yeah, I'm out here at the ball field at baseball practice. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
We hear some
All right.
kids squealing in the background, but I think
Yeah,
we're good.
not a Diddy party though. I promise.
Okay,
But
That's
like
a
to be
story.
could be.
So what's going on, guys? First of all, shout out to Tierre, man. That's a super good dude. I can't wait to hang out with him again in this week, couple of weeks.
No, he is. Yeah, class act. I mean, he's got his shit together so good for being such a young man that just came on the scene not too long ago, and he's made such great connections just because he's such a great guy. We all root for him. We all
Absolutely.
do whatever we need to do to help him out because he's just fucking awesome, and the fact that he
And
works so hard just inspires you to root for him. So
and he's actually not all that new to the scene. He's been out. He's been at Killa T. I mean, just way back in the day. He's been out. He's been grinding for years. So he's just kind of finally getting his shine.
that's great.
Yeah.
Well,
Shit. So what's
So, yeah.
new in the world of Donahue there?
Well, we're all three of us are really looking forward to the float. This is definitely our most look forward to event of the year. Yeah, on top of gathering, on top of we always go to Mexico. We were like, can't wait for the get out to Arkansas. So
yeah.
so yeah,
like the Donahues have been there since the very first one, and
Yep.
they never miss a float. They go both days every time,
Yep.
and they are eat up with it, and I
Yep.
love it because they love that river as much as I do. So,
absolutely. And now that we don't, I know that Hazen and Cupcake can't make it this year, so I told Tierre if he wants to hop on our raft, he's more than welcome.
oh fuck yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
So-
would enjoy that. So,
I don't know how we're gonna do the raft race or the raft race this year because I don't know if I know if Kim is coming this year. Well, I don't know, but I know that Pierce wants to be on our team since we kicked ass last year.
Really?
Yeah, there we are. Yeah, there we are, the winners. You could see the distant second and maybe even the third place in that one. I don't know. They're kind of far back there.
We're even close. So yeah, he regrets his decision to not
Yeah.
jump in with mom and dad on their
Yep.
and yeah, you could see how far back second place was. But yeah, it's all about you guys took the strategy of doing the falls instead of hitting shoot on the far side. You decided to jump out. You traversed the falls like pros. Was able to get back in your canoe without losing much time, which was super impressive. And then finished easily in first place.
Now I'm wondering if since the river is going to be so high, I assume it's still high, right?
It's high.
So
yeah.
so those falls probably aren't going to be much of a factor this year, huh?
There may be a log jam on the shore this year.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're not like weighted down like carrying a keg in your raft, you can probably float that the shallow part of the falls. So yeah,
right.
It's going to cut some time. I think we'll be. I wish we would have been timing this over the years. We would have some,
Oh yeah.
See who could break the records on that this year. But anyway,
Have you been down the river this season yet?
I have not. I planned on going Memorial Weekend, but it rained its ass off, and it was 62 degrees outside. And I was like, I'm not freezing my ass off.
Yeah.
We'll just wait for it to warm up.
I was just wondering if it was different.
It's already starting to get pretty muggy up this way, man. So I think we're going to be good, man. And it seems like, we're still getting a lot of rain coming through, but it seems like it's drying up progressively every week. We get a little less rain. So by the float, man, hopefully we're going to be nice and good. Not too hot, but not too wet either. I'm hoping, fingers crossed.
It's always a little chilly on Labor Day, so it'll probably be quite a bit warmer. So that's nice to look forward to.
Yeah, I hope so. I think it was 96 degrees a couple days ago when we did have.
Oh yeah.
So, but it's been raining pretty consistently, so the river is up, but it's clear. It's still blue, and it's that bluish green color we've all become accustomed to. But it's just
Word.
So it's really good.
Well, Pierce doesn't know that Wheeler's not coming this year, so I haven't told him that yet. So he'll have to find some other kids to latch on to.
Right.
Yeah. Well, he's so big now. He can get in there with the rest of us and just.
Oh yeah. He's taller than Mom now.
Yes.
So how's the ball game going? Who's winning here? We need some baseball commentary here.
This is just ball practice. So we got a tournament in Durant, Oklahoma this weekend. So we'll see. I'll keep you posted.
Right on. Hell yeah, man.
Well, does
I
anybody
hope
have
it
any
catches it.
questions for Scottie while he's on here? I mean, this is the guy that knows everything about the Juggalo world since the beginning.
Except for the gathering lineup. Don't ask.
You
No,
know,
you know. Shit. We've
Lips
got
are sealed.
we got Ouija Mac,
Uh-huh.
and
that's accurate.
I think fucking Clownvis might be there.
Clownvis,
That's pretty safe bet.
yeah, Darby.
Yeah.
Darby's going to be there. So,
Pretty safe
I
bet.
bet we'll see some Darby, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everybody clap down those $300 for those tickets. Hey man, just like the float, gathering's always a good time, no matter the lineup. We had the
Hell
best
yeah.
time at the first float in the back of the Tom Wood stage, truck stage.
that's right.
Highlight of the year.
That was a good time. Chris,
Yeah.
did we go to breakfast that year, or did we finish up by changing Freaky P's flat tire?
Was that year one?
Yeah, that was year one.
Okay. They all run together for me, just like the gathering now. So,
Same.
but I'll be there earlier than I was last year. So,
so many tires are blown out going down that road.
yeah. But I'll be there on Wednesday this year, so we'll have everything set up in advance. I know you guys were blowing me up last year, so
Yeah.
yeah.
You
Oh,
like
so,
in the morning or some shit like that on Thursday.
Yeah.
now I thought your lady was going to beat you here. So your plans have changed now?
No, we're coming together.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. The way Tom told it to me earlier was she was going to make it, and then you're going to fly in like the next day or something.
No, that's what happened last year. Only vice versa.
Shit's running together with you, Ogre, because that
Whole year, dog.
You guys, I don't know if you heard the horror story, but she got picked up with the caravan with Scum and the whole LSP crew, and it took them like 6 hours to get there from the airport. So because they had to go to the hotel. She was like, "Oh my god, it was such a beating." She could have driven there on her own and beat you guys there. So
she looked half dead when she got out of that van, man. Like they pulled up and looked in there, and she like zombie.
She was done already. And Pierce, I'm sure, heard plenty of stuff that on that bus.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
So,
well,
but yeah, it's gonna be the shit, man.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
And, so you're coming in Wednesday night. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people that's going to be arriving, a day or two early, and getting in line or camping at Minion's before we open the gates to get into your final, floating spots.
Right.
And you always bring an RV.
Yep.
Scott Creel, I think is he coming with you this year? Because
no, so he decided last minute to come for the last day, so I think he'll be there on Saturday.
Man, that's devotion. You're coming all the way to Arkansas for one day. I mean, that's a testament to how awesome the event is.
It is. I mean, he didn't want to miss it, and I get that. It was one year at the gathering. It was 2007 where I just got a new job, and I was like, man, I'm just not going to make it that year. And I decided to come for 2 days instead of the 4. So I was like, I can't miss it. It was like Amanda and I were like about to go to bed, and I'm like, babe, I got to go to the gathering. This is like the day before. It's like, all right, let's go. So yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
One of those things you don't want to miss.
No, it is. But for the people that's been to the float, of course, they're not able to come every year, but everybody seems to, once they've been to it, and you see what it's about, that it's hard to miss after that, and it's a lot of work.
Absolutely.
Me and Ogre, we work our asses off to put this thing together, and we don't make a dime off of it, but it's just so addictive and so fun, and we do it for not only for ourselves, but we do it for the fans and the Juggalo community, and it's really fulfilling. So
Yeah,
that's what it's all
I
about.
get that, man. That's kind of how I feel. I'm not as involved in the setup, obviously, for the float, but for the gathering, that's kind of how I feel. I'm part of putting it together and seeing all the
What's
smiling
the
faces. And
lineup? Tell us what the lineup is, Scotty.
I would be crucified. There's already half the clowns that don't like me, so that guy knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, just spill it, man. We got Twisted coming back, man. Yeah.
Ooh, man, that would be legendary. But I'm that.
I would be I would be shocked if that happened, but
It's not going to happen. I can promise you that.
No fucking way. No fucking way.
whatever the lineup's going to be, it's going to be awesome. He always does a great job putting together a lineup, and I've got an inkling of a few people that's going to be on there that I'm not going to mention either. I can't tell
yeah.
you. But
Come on.
it's going to be the Gathering of Legends is going to be legendary. I think if you have to pick a gathering to go to, this is definitely the one to go to.
Yeah, it seems to always be the fives. Like 10th. Well, 10th was awesome. 20 was not even how good they are. It's just like how big they are. Like the 10th was packed, the 20th was packed, and for the super gathering, and 25. I mean that's a huge milestone, especially for an independently ran festival.
Yes.
Good luck finding another one that's got no corporate sponsorship. It's pretty amazing.
Man, we were surprised to make it to year 6 now.
Yeah,
but,
absolutely. I'm so glad. I'm so happy you did.
Yeah, we'll be at year 25 before you know it.
I know you.
I'd be so old. Like we'd be like walking around with walkers, dude. Like
I refuse to age anymore.
I'm about to say I'll be like 65, and Tom will definitely be dead.
Oh no!
No, Tom's like 38.
Yes, I am.
He's going to be one of those cats that hits like 123.
For sure.
Shit. Well, all right, man. Well, why don't you get back to your baseball practice, man?
All right, cool.
Sounds like the kids are having a blast, man.
Oh yeah, always.
Shit. Well, thanks for hopping on. Much love, bro.
What's up, Tom?
I said thanks for coming on tonight.
Oh, sure thing, man. Of course.
Let's catch up. And you guys need anything from me? Are you guys good?
I'm good, man.
Yeah, just holler, bro.
All right.
But you still got so much stuff to do at the gathering itself, as far as when you get there, you're always, for the first several days, you're just killing it.
Oh yeah. Usually, so I get there on Sunday night, and I don't stop working until probably Wednesday night. So, and I can finally start enjoying shit.
Good deal. Well, I'm sure we'll put you to work a little bit at the float too.
Hey, I'm always there, man. Just hit me up.
You got it.
All right, y'all have a good night.
Say hi to Amanda for me.
All right, we'll do. Much love. All right.
Whoa.
That's a good surprise.
Yeah. Shit. We've actually been trying to get Scottie on for a while, man. He just keeps ducking us, dude. I finally caught him in the comments. I was like, "Here, dude, get on."
I thought that it would have been a good one. Is there was this one person that was online the other day, and they started streaming about how I had banned them from the float, and commiserate. Yeah, and I'm sure some of these people over here knows exactly who I'm talking about. But anyway, they said that I banned them, which is complete bullshit. But it's not, because they went on there and they started. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tell you about this after. But anyway, there was this one woman that I've known for years and was friends with, and then she got into it because she thought that I didn't want her to come to the float, and I just told her that I didn't want any drama at the float at my event, and then she just sort of lost her mind and said some really terrible things online, and of course pissed me off, which is impossible to do. I can get pissed off, and I told her that after she did that, I said, stay away from me, stay away from my family, and stay away from my event. And
Whoa.
yeah,
Yeah, and she said she was on the live last week talking shit.
she was on her own live talking shit. And the thing is,
Oh.
this person, I had always made time to talk to her. I designed her logo for her company for free. I'd give her access to my entire library of art for her publication that she was doing. And then she turned around and just fucking stabbed me in the back with that when she went on Facebook and started bitching about the float and me and stuff like that. And after that, after all that I had done for her, she had,
I mean, this is the first I'm hearing any of this, man.
Yeah, I usually don't talk about it, but if anybody that's seen it and seen her live stream from a few days ago where she was talking some shit, that's the backstory to it. So,
is she a juggalo?
yes.
No. Wow. Okay. Well.
So anyway, I'm just setting the record straight. So anyway, that's all I'm going to say about it. I'm not mentioning any names, and we'll just move on from there. But anyway, there's more.
Well, now I'm curious, man. Now I want to know, dude. Like now I got to go digging around, like find this dirt, dude. Like
because nobody usually talks shit on me because I'm not really so plugged into the whole scene to where there's a reason to give me too much shit. I just draw. So
yeah.
But yeah, she did, and she made some accusations that I thought were unjustified. So I'm just kind of setting the record straight.
Christy Lane says she definitely knows who it is. She says she knows who it is. Tell me, tell us. We want to know. I want to know so I can enforce the ban. Shit. Oh shit.
So,
what do we got here? Yeah, there's not a lot going on in there. Just everybody talking shit on shit talkers, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the only shit talker we got on here now that if Scottie's not on here anymore, Cody's a shit talker. Fucking Sam is like the biggest. Look at her.
Oh, she's been getting it.
Yeah, and that's Drew. You need to like do something with her. She's.
I don't know if you heard him back there, but dude, you're gonna get my boy fucked up, man. When you doing that? Oh shoot, man. Well, shit, man. I guess, yeah, dude. So, shit. To recap the show, man. We, Tierre came through, tore it down for us. We got to say what up, Scottie D. Schedule's coming real quick. We're just waiting to rejuggle a couple things around. We did lose DJ Clay. Clay ain't gonna be able to make it this year. A little bit of a bone card, but we'll fill it out with some other flavor. And honestly, we have enough flavor already stacked that I don't think it's gonna be that much of an issue to fill it back out. We just move a couple things around and we're good. Right. Yeah, man. You got a dope boat?
Yes.
You got a fly boat for the water? Fucking oh yes, the official pace canoe. And then tonight, motherfucker, we got Wrist from Titan's new fucking music video dropping, Fistful of Risto, featuring Tom Wood.
Yeah, I don't think I'm in any of the previews. If you glimpse me, it's going to be very short, and I'll be way in the background. But yeah, you will definitely see me in that video at some point.
With the face you make when you take that big old swig off of it, man.
Shit.
Oh, shit. No, it is. It is indeed.
But Rich seems to really enjoy that stuff, the Risto. So yeah, that song is definitely from the heart from him. But man, I don't know how much you put into that shit, but you wasted a lot of vodka in the production of that video.
Shit, man. It costs like 90 cents a gallon, so whatever, man.
I don't know. I'm just saying, it's for like $300 or $400 the Risto on the ground by the end of that video.
Oh shit. Well, yeah. Well, shit, man. On that note, we should probably go ahead and wrap it, man. We've been running for an hour 20 now.
Nice.
So, yeah,
One
dude,
more-
clown love to everyone. One more episode. One more,
before the flood.
and we're floating. Shit. So, next week, I think we're gonna have a super dope returning guest, and yeah, we'll figure out how to fill DJ's slot there, man. DJ Clay's slot. So join us next week for that flavor.
Fuck yeah. All right.
Shit.
Always a pleasure. I'm sure we'll touch base after the show like we always do and kind of figure out what's going on. And Drew, thank you again. I mean, he gets better every week. I mean, look at the shit that he puts for us. This looks so awesome. And then he has all these things queued up within fractions of a second after we start talking about it. I mean, we don't plan this. You would think that we would be organized enough to give him some kind of schedule where we're going to talk about shit, but we don't. We just start talking, and he has to react.
You know, we might be looking into our crystal ball here before the show, man, trying to like, you know, we do try to be as prepared as possible on like anything we might even touch base on, you know, but there is a lot of things that he does just pull up out of nowhere too.
Like the shirt. We didn't discuss Tierre's shirt with ICP on it, but he had that in literally 10 seconds within the time we started talking.
Crystal ball.
Yeah.
Shit. Nah, he's getting better with it every day, man. He's already one of the most skilled fucks we got in the crew, man. So, you know, couldn't be doing half of this shit without him, man.
Absolutely. Well, all right, man. This looks like the perfect time to wrap the show up. And thank you everybody for joining us over the past hour and 25 minutes that we've been doing this. It seems like it's went by in 10 minutes because we just have so much fun with you guys. And thanks for all the comments and joining us for this whole time. Ogre, thanks for coming on with it, you know, every week and just killing it with me. So let's go ahead and just wrap her up this week and start planning on the final finale of this season's weekly update.
All right, clown love motherfuckers. Buy your float tickets, pack your fucking camp gear, get fucking ready. You got 2 weeks. In 2 weeks to the minute, you'll already be sitting on the side of the river partying. Fucking shit-faced right next to the water, getting down. 2 fucking weeks. Buy your fucking tickets. Mm-hmm. Rob your grandma, sell her meds, score some tickets. Come on down.
That's right. And
your grandma's nice. Don't do that.
How much time do they got to still buy tickets online before we shut the website down? Because it's coming soon.
It is coming. I'd say you probably got shit. I don't probably like 12 days. You got like 11 days, 11, 12 days. Something like that. That is your last chance. Score them online. We do drop it. And then you'll just have to get them at the gate, you know, and it will be slightly more expensive. You know, it's not going to go up crazy amount, but you're going to save a few bucks if you snag it right now online.
Right. It adds up because I know that like the general admission is going to go up a little bit. The car passes are going to go up a little bit and it adds up. I mean, so if you get them online now, you can save like $60, $70 if you just go ahead and get them while the website's still up. Once you're at the gate, which usually half the people that show up go through the gate, you're going to be paying a little bit more. So just fair warning. All right, brother. All right.
Much love, bro. Thank you, everyone, for coming through every week. Much love, and we'll catch you next week for the final episode.
Hell yes. Much love.
Oh yeah, flow.